Hello, hello, hello. Got a slightly different one for you today. So we are on our way to South London. We're going to be doing a trail run, 25 kilometers across the south of London, essentially. And yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. So a slight tech upgrade since the last video. I'm now on the Apple Watch Ultra. So let's see how this one gets along today. You ready to run?
Yes.
Okay, here we are at the start line, right behind us. Oh
my God.
I touched William's head.
Awful.
Okay, so it's going off in waves, and our wave isn't going to be for almost another hour now. So we just have some time to get ready and chill out before we get started. Also, it might help with some of the 4, 3, 2, 1. Off you go, guys. Enjoy.
That's great.
Looks like it, right? So we just set off on our run. How are you feeling, Will?
Feel great. Yeah, it's an awesome day.
Yeah, it's a really sunny day.
Lots of sunshine.
Lots of sunshine. And we have 25 kilometers to go. So let's see if we make it to the end or not. So we just passed the 1 kilometer mark, taking it nice and easy on this run. A lot of distance to cover. And thankfully, we've hit a downhill section. So this is perfect. So just stopping off here so that Will can tie his shoelace. This race started, I should have told you, in Norwood. Oh, we're going again. It's going through places like Tooting Bec Common. It's going through Wimbledon Common into Richmond Park. It ends in Richmond Park. So basically a good tour from South London to South West London. They've been setting us off in little groups, 5 people at a time, and it's an unguided course for the most part, which means you can download the map onto your phone and follow that. There are waypoints, way markers along the way, but there's no like staff showing you where you're going. There's no road closures or anything like that. It's my first time doing a race under these conditions, although we're not really racing it, we're just taking it easy. So the route follows along the Capital Ring that takes us around South London, and I have to say it's a bit more of an adventure, this type of race, because you're figuring out where you're going. It feels like an expedition, an adventure, rather than, you know, a race where you just focus on running, get the best time. Here you're actually out having fun, finding your way, discovering things, so it's quite enjoyable. Look at that view. Don't know how well you can see that, but that is a fantastic view over South London. How are you feeling, Will?
Yeah, that's good.
One big downside to this type of run is you have to wait for the cars to stop.
So unfair.
So Will is carrying both of our waters on his chest. So when I want a drink, I have to go like this.
Ridiculous.
Disgusting. Another sign that we are on track. We have got lost a couple of times. Not massively, but we've gone like 100 meters the wrong way and then realized and had to go back. But we're generally on course, just having a little walking break here to break it up. Sign here letting us know 20 kilometers to go. So we're now passing through Tooting Bec Common. Lovely bit of green space after a little bit of a road section. It's Wandsworth Common train station. Is it train station, tube station? I don't know. I never come to this part of South London. But here we are. I think this is Wandsworth Common itself. The route has literally just taken us through the ticket hall for the station. So this isn't Wandsworth Common. Is that Wandsworth Common across the road?
Yes.
Okay, I thought this was looking a bit small to be Wandsworth Common. So we're going to see that in a second. Although, I think a lot of London commons actually look kind of similar. A little bit of a lake here. Well, I guess it's more of a pond, not really big enough to be classed as a lake. Okay guys, we're coming up towards the halfway point approximately. We're just under 12 kilometers into a run. It's obviously 25k total, so we're getting there. We're making some progress. I am suffering from some chafing, and I've also got definite blisters forming on my feet. I'm wearing my really old running shoes. Should have bought some new ones. Made that mistake, but we're making progress. We're enjoying it. We're enjoying the navigational challenges of this particular run. But we haven't really got lost much in the past 45 minutes or so. So we're almost at Wimbledon Park now, and then after Wimbledon Park we're going to be going through Wimbledon Common, which is going to be the official pit stop, final pit stop before the finish line. So looking forward to that. There's Will, and here we are at the lake in Wimbledon Park. Lots of people out boating today on the lake. Very picturesque. So we're just having a little break here to eat some gels, get some of that energy back, ready for the final part of the run. Cherry flavour, tastes good. Do you approve? Mm-hmm. Tastes good? Mm-hmm. So the watch says we're at just over 15k. We've got a sign, glorious sign, saying just 10 kilometers to go. That means we're on our way, making good progress, almost there. We've got the stop off in just a minute, the checkpoint. We thought it was going to be closer to halfway, the checkpoint, but it's actually quite a bit after halfway, so there you go. So we're now coming through one of my favourite places in South London, Wimbledon Common. Lovely here, nice little forest. So I've actually came to Wimbledon Common a few times. What I've done in the past is cycle here from our house and then do a little bit of a trail run here and then cycle home. It's a really nice place to come because it feels like a little bit of wilderness in the middle of South London. So here we are coming up to the checkpoint, the final checkpoint in this run, Wimbledon Common, windmill there. So this is a really exciting part of the run, coming through forest in Wimbledon. Oh God. Coming through the forest in Wimbledon Common. A lot more exciting than the roads we had to deal with earlier, and even the parks. You know, this is a bit more of that kind of trail environment that you come on these runs for. I think I said earlier in this video that this run is going to end in Richmond Park. That's not actually true. We run through Richmond Park and then it ends in Richmond on the other side. So got a bit further to go. Just crossed the 18 kilometer mark. So that is maths, 5, 6, 7 kilometers to go approximately. How are you feeling, Will?
Yeah, I'm feeling alright, except for some cramping. Yeah, getting through that.
Yeah, these shoes are not doing me any good. I'm getting some blisters for me, which is a little bit uncomfortable. But let's see how we get on. Not far to go now, almost there. Entering Richmond Park now, the final big push towards that finish line. And apparently it's deer rutting season, according to that sign. So we have that to look forward to. So I'm actually in quite a lot of pain right now. I don't know quite how. I think it might be like a bit of cramp or something, but my leg has gone really stiff and it's painful to move it. But we're gonna get there. Just take it slow, take it easy. We are at 19 kilometers into the run so far. So not far to go now. Almost there. Just enjoying the sights and scenery of Richmond Park. So my leg is feeling slightly better after those stretches, so we're just having another little bit of a jog through Richmond Park. So we're at the lakes now in the middle of Richmond Park. We have passed the sign that says 5 kilometers to go. Richmond Park update, day 7. We took the wrong route and now we're having to take a big detour to get back onto the correct route. Will we ever make it out of Richmond Park? It's looking less and less likely, so stay tuned. This is probably going to turn into like a survivalist video blog. I'm gonna have to find how to hunt for my own food, forage, make fire. Those are the kind of things you can look forward to in the final 5k of this trail run. So I've been having quite a bit of elevation gain here at the moment in Richmond Park, but hopefully when we get to the top it'll be downhill all the way to the end. If you're wondering why it is that we're still walking, it's my fault. My leg still really painful, holding both of us back.
No, I'm happy to, you know, slow down for you, because most of the time you take care of me in runs, so it's nice to have, you know, one time that I'm slowing down for you.
Oh, that's really sweet. Powering through with a little bit more running, if you can call this running. It's very slow, very painful, but making progress. Absolutely gorgeous views here as we come down towards the exit of Richmond Park. Finally leaving the park in a little bit of time after what feels like an eternity, and beautiful lighting over the countryside in front of us. So I am now hobbling my way along the Richmond riverbank, generously supported and accompanied by Will, who could very easily have run ahead, got a good time. It's almost 3.5 hours now, so we'll see when we get there. We've still got 1.5 kilometers to go along the Richmond riverbank. It ends in Richmond Green, which is where I actually started a run previously on this channel. Those of you who follow this series, all 5 of you, will know. It's actually like 5 people. I put a lot of effort in for you 5 people, making all these videos, editing them. Essentially, yeah, I came here, I think it was Run Everywhere episode 4, something like that. It was called Richmond Riverbank, and it was down here that I was running back and forward. My leg is so painful. Even the downhill sections coming out of Richmond Park were like impossible. We had the plan. We were supposed to, well, we didn't just have the plan, we've signed up to do Oxford Half Marathon next weekend. I don't know how I'm going to be able to manage that now, but I'm sure Will is going to do great in that. For those of you interested in more travel running, that's going to be coming back too. So we have booked to go to, is it Denmark?
Yes.
What's the name of the place in Denmark? Billund. We're probably pronouncing it wrong, but that is a place that we're going to be going to next month. So we're going to be doing a travel running video from there. We've also booked to spend Christmas in Iceland this year, so we'll try and do something there in the snow. That should be interesting. And then next year we've already booked for a few days in Athens and a few days in Croatia. So we'll see how that goes. So we have been really lucky with the weather here today, obviously. It seems like one of the last days of summer. Everyone's out here on the Richmond riverbank enjoying themselves, having ice cream. I wish I could, but no, we still have 0.5 kilometer to go. So we're coming up now on Richmond Green, which is the final line of this adventure. Almost there. I've told Will I am willing to try and jog the final 15 meters over the line. Okay, I just looked at my watch and realized we have, if we finish it in the next minute, then we will finish this in under 2 hours. No, wait, 3 hours. Under 3 hours, 30 minutes. So I am now battling through all the pain I'm feeling. 3:29:55, so made it in just under 3.5 hours. William's legs are not feeling good now. Mine haven't felt good for a long time, so we're just trying to walk it off a little bit. So there we have it, London Ultra 24. Not really an ultra for us.
24.
25. It's a long day. So essentially, I don't know if I explained this, but there's 2 versions of this run. There's the 55-kilometer ultra marathon, which is the full version, and then there's the half version, which is 25 kilometers, which is what we did. So that's why it's called the Ultra 25, even though it's not actually an ultra for us. But still, really fun. Legs in a lot of pain, but we're on our way back now to the train station in Richmond, so we can just hop home and it shouldn't be too much longer.